That's why I say
talking too long downstairs.
Yeah, we lost track a little bit.
We lost track of time.
It's 2 minutes, guys. You guys can forgive us for 2 minutes, right?
You know what's funny? We did say something about more lube. What did we say? Didn't we say something?
Yeah, I'm gonna get lubed up at work today.
Yeah, literally. He said he's going to get lubed up at work. So it's so funny that you mentioned lube. Speaking of lube.
Last night was great, but usually when you have a good day, you're gonna have a terrible day the next day, hence the lubing.
Bro, the out of context of that.
Yeah, dude.
Because you're like, especially last night.
I thought you were laughing to a comment. Oh,
No, I was laughing because you're like, we mentioned lube and you're like, yeah, especially last night.
Especially last night.
Guys, we have some stuff to talk about today. We're talking about Linkin Park. New vocalist. Maybe. And I have a theory that nobody's talking about with Linkin Park. Also, METALVERSE has a song called Naked Princess. And yeah, what? That's all I can say. Like, we're going to check all that shit out today. We're taking reaction requests. Follow us on Twitch. We're going to Twitch right after this. We're not staying here very long. So make sure you join us on our Twitch. We're going to talk about all the stuff. I'll put the link here. Put in a reaction request now at the pinned link. Guys, this is like, we only have 3 more streams together. And then I am disappearing for a month.
Well, so savor it.
So yeah, these are the last few streams for an entire month, man. It's going to be sad until May.
Oof.
So Eric did watch that movie, huh?
No,
Wait,
I
which
didn't.
movie?
Not yet. The one you were talking about last week.
Well, welcome Pi, welcome Talpiak, welcome Bubaka, welcome Ken, Rick, Marty Metal, Sedga, how you doing? Last night's Lube Fest. I don't know. What are you guys talking about? Am I not aware of something here?
I don't know.
I guess we could also talk about the Nemophila thing. You haven't really. You heard all the news and shit.
Yeah, I was in denial at first, but
yeah,
because the timing was like, very April Fool's, Could have been a joke.
The timing for the Nemophila stuff was very April Fool's. That threw me off. And also we had an April Fool's video over here also on the channel. So it came out around that time and I was thinking the same thing. I was like, this is just a joke. I think I put a comment on Wave's video. I'm like, I'm hoping this is an April Fool's joke. But then it hit me this hard this morning. I woke up and I'm like, fuck. I remember losing band members and every time it's happened has been, for me, devastating. It was hard for me to get over certain situations, actually. It took me a very long time, especially when I was like 19, 20. I mean, they're older, so it's probably not as bad or not as hard. But I don't know. Watching Tamu's video of her playing live on drums, I was like, I think it's hitting her a little bit harder than I thought, than we think.
I think it's just the simple fact that they're big enough to where something like that, like, it'll affect them big time, right? But it won't. They can still recover from it because they're so big and they have the reputation, They,
Exactly.
since they continue to keep it a 4-piece, like they could have easily just gotten a new guitarist if they wanted to. But I mean, just the fact that they wanted to keep it between them is, respectable. And I think they could totally pull it off.
Yeah, I think they can pull it off as a 4-piece, and that's what it seems like. They're talking about just doing this as a 4-piece and nothing else. And I don't know if that's going to work out too well, but also we got to remember they had multiple writers on all these albums. It wasn't just the girls writing. These were multiple writers. So who knows how much writing Saki was doing, and that could have been one of the reasons why she wanted to do something else, because she wanted to do more of her own writing. Maybe she wasn't getting enough of that fix, You see this with a lot of bands. They start off side projects and stuff like that. Maybe they're not writing the type of music they want to do. For example, Eric, he likes a different style of music, so he's in other bands that he does. He writes music for those bands because he likes playing those other styles also, where maybe in Dicodec we're not doing much of it,
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
I think that's why drummers are in so many different bands, because all the drummers I know enjoy more than just, rock and metal and stuff. And they, like playing other shit too.
Yeah, it's like, well, I've mentioned this millions of times. I like playing power metal, but I hate listening to it. But I enjoy playing that style of music, But with Saki, that really sucks for that. I don't know how much Hazuki is. I don't know about her abilities in the metal realm, I guess you could say. But she has a lot of metal. Obviously, she plays a lot of metal. I can't really say how much. I don't know how many metal riffs she's writing. Chat, let me know. Maybe give me some insight on it. I thought Saki was doing a lot of that, more of the metalcore style that we're hearing, more of that like old school metal. And then with Hazuki there, it was like mixing that, you know? And of course, you have Haraguchi there with more of like the new metal style coming in. It's just, damn, that combination with all the members is really cool. So bringing in another member, if they did, I hope they keep that style. But I honestly believe them when they say they're going to keep it a 4-piece. I really think that's what's going to happen. Is it's going to stay as 4-piece, and that's what we're going to get.
Yeah, or maybe they'll do this. They'll just have a touring guitarist just to play actual guitar instead of having tracks or something, but they won't be an official member. Bands do that all the time. Green Day does it. Fucking Ice Nine Kills does it.
Yeah, Radio Rafa was saying here too. Also, they will do that for a bit out of respect, probably using just a support guitar. If they start together after a while, they might add a fifth. Yeah, they'll probably do backing tracks for a second guitar. That's very common. We do backing tracks for a third guitar. Sometimes we have like a third rhythm for if him and I are doing harmonies or something like that. Yep. Not so much anymore because there's pedals and stuff you can do to get harmonies, but sometimes it sounds better to have separate guitar tracks.
Indeed.
I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do or how the music's going to sound. For me, it's like, damn, I just got invested in this band, you know?
That does suck.
It's like we're just getting into them. And then you do this massive change. It's not like, in my head, it's not like they're super huge already, right? It's like they're still technically growing as a band, and they were just doing the tour in the United States. They're starting the tour, and then for that to hit, it's kind of crazy. And I know she wasn't originally supposed to be in this band, I guess, or she has some reservations about joining in the beginning. It's just, if they didn't know that, it's crazy that they were like growing it up like this. Maybe she convinced them that she was going to stay in there. I do want to say something though. I am not surprised that she left because of the interview I did with her, with Saki. It just felt strange. It felt weird to me. And I know a lot of people took this a different way, but her attitude was a little bit different than the rest of the group. Like, she didn't really care or like wasn't really feeling it. Even just the vibe you get. I could be completely wrong. You know, the whole thing where she's throwing phones at the fans and everything. It just something just threw me off about that part. I was like, yeah, I can see how it's funny and stuff, but I don't know. It just, the way that she did it, like the look on her face, the vibe, it just felt weird. And then in the interview, it was kind of strange too. Like it was just a weird vibe compared to talking to Mayu, which was like very optimistic about the future and doing more things with Nemophila, where the vibe with Saki and her responses was kind of, like, I don't know how to explain it. You had to be like in that conversation, I guess. And it's really hard to explain. You just felt like there's something weird.
Yeah, that's weird. I never noticed that, but I guess, yeah.
Ken said that she seemed okay when she was interviewed by Herman Lee, which is very interesting to me because she was struggling with speaking English during our interview for some reason. Or she would speak in Japanese and then she would go to English, and we told her, hey, you can speak in Japanese, that's totally fine. And she continued to try to speak in English, but she seemed like very out of it. I'm not sure what it was.
I don't know.
But yeah,
that is interesting.
Just some of my observations. So
yeah,
I just don't think she was into the style of music that they were doing. I mean, they were doing a wide variety of music styles.
Indeed.
And then Hazuki has this other band with Lisa X, you know, way different. It's a complete pop sound.
Yeah. I did see somebody comment earlier about that maybe Lisa X might join Nemophila, but I think it's a little bit of a stretch there.
Lisa X would be a good fit, I think.
I think so.
That'd be a good fit.
She got the chops for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. Radio Rafa says she has that rock star attitude, which he's referring to Saki, and I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree.
You get that vibe
and,
from her
and
for
has
sure.
that standoff personality. Yeah, that's what she. That's exactly the best way to describe it, Radio Rafa. That's exactly how I felt during the interview.
Yeah.
And that, hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I don't think that really works as well anymore, though, in the way that the world is running now. Having that kind of attitude back in the day.
Oh yeah, that was
thing,
like the
but
thing to do, but
a lot of
people have
fans-
chilled out.
Yeah, a lot of fans won't put up with that. They're like, screw you.
They will cancel them. Although
Yeah.
it's never really a cancel.
Yeah,
You think she's still gonna do Mary's Blood and her other projects?
yeah, because they never stopped really. They never announced a hiatus, right? They
Yeah.
just stopped doing music. Who knows? Maybe Mary's Blood comes back.
That'd be wild.
That would be wild. Mary's Blood coming
I'm
back
down
would
for
be
some more
wild.
Mary's Blood.
Make sure you go follow us on Twitch, guys. We're going to talk about the METALVERSE stuff over on Twitch because
Copyright.
videos get taken down here. And
Yes.
so make sure you go follow us on Twitch right now. But before we go on Twitch, we're going to talk about the Linkin Park thing. So
Yeah. I have
just in case.
thoughts.
So Linkin Park, Chester Bennington, rest in peace. Probably
The GOAT.
The
GOAT.
one of
He's
the
the GOAT.
saddest days for me was when he passed away. I'll never forget that year where it was like, or a few years where it was like Scott Weiland, Chester Bennington, Chris Cornell. I was devastated. I was a huge fan of all three of them. They're like my three top favorite singers ever. The people that I wish I could sound like vocally. And it sucked. It sucked when those three passed away. But anyways, going back to the Linkin Park thing, Chester passing away, and then now I've been wondering what they're gonna do. Like, I thought the band was done. In my head, the band is done. There's no way they're coming back out. He's too unique of a vocalist. Even when Chester went to Stone Temple Pilots and did an album, it sounded like Linkin Park, but with a Stone Temple Pilots flavor. Because the musicians in Stone Temple Pilots are phenomenal. They're amazing music writers. But it felt like Linkin Park, but not. I don't know how to explain that, right? So anyways, the reason why we're bringing this up is because there is a rumor already starting, and we're gonna spread a new rumor for you all. we got a new rumor to add to this. So there was a rumor already being spread about a vocalist coming on. So this is coming from Gordon from, I'm trying to remember the name of the band that he's in, Orgy. Okay, so Jay Gordon, frontman of Orgy, commented on the future of Linkin Park in an interview with Mike Z from U.S. radio station KCAL 96.7. All right, so this was some of the comments that he mentioned. He said, "New past for Linkin Park, question mark." Jay Gordon has said, "Very, very cool guys, and obviously a great band. They've been around for a long time, and they're still going. It's going to be hard without Chester Bennington, but we'll see. I heard they have a female singer now. That's what I've heard."
What?
So, but then, however, Gordon wrote back again, adding, "Don't take my word for it. I'm not sure who the singer is going to be, but I've heard it's going to be a woman. They might try to continue that way. That should be interesting." So, and then he goes, so he kind of like backpedals. It seems like he accidentally let information slip. So I think he's telling the truth, but it's still technically a rumor.
Uh-huh.
And so I want to add to this rumor on it. I want to add to this a little bit. Because Mike Shinoda is half Japanese, right?
Yeah.
He's been to Japan. He's toured with Darren Gray, right? And he knows Cold Rain. I believe Chester Bennington knew Cold Rain, some of the members. So what if it's the Japanese female vocalist?
That would be very interesting.
What about that?
Who would it be? That's
And
another
who
question.
would it be? Who would be a female Japanese vocalist that
think-
would be amazing in the Linkin Park sound? Which, by the way, I don't think you really could replace Chester at all. You might as
Yeah.
well change the band name. Honestly, my opinion, fucking change the name.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you still have Mike. Mike has a unique voice in itself, you know?
Yeah.
He does have a unique voice, but I don't know. I don't know.
It's so hard to say. Okay, first off, what's this guy's relationship to them? Why would he have insider knowledge?
He's friends. I can't remember. He's friends with some of the musicians in Linkin Park. I believe.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if you guys in an interview with Mike Z on US Radio, it doesn't really say how he knows.
Kind of a weird question to ask, but yeah.
He obviously knows somebody from the band because they want to ask him this question, right?
Yeah.
So that besides, but who do you think as a female vocalist, who would fit with Linkin Park the best?
Oh God! I mean, obviously, if they're going to go with somebody new, I think they're gonna go with somebody established instead of someone new. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe Otto, perhaps.
Oh my God, Otto would be
Be a monkey wrench into the formula for sure.
That would be interesting. Otto, wow. This is where Yui comes out of hiding? Oh God.
Or somebody who speaks pretty good English who like doesn't really have an. I don't know.
Hatsubab brings up a comment here in the chat. He says Mike Shinoda himself said that he would be open to continue with a new vocalist. I want to add to that, and he also said he doesn't want somebody that sounds like Chester. He thinks it would be weird. He said this in an interview. I can't remember the interview, but he does say in an interview that he would not want somebody that sounds like Chester. And having a female vocalist, well, bam, that box is ticked, right?
Yep.
So
I always thought the clean vocalist from the band I Prevail, I don't know his name, but I always thought he would be a great fit because he has a very, not a similar sound to Chester because like nobody can recreate that, but he does have something along the same lines, but it's still like would fit very well.
Okay, but what Japanese female vocalist would fit with Linkin Park?
Somebody brought up in the chat right now, Lisa. Lisa would be pretty good too.
Lisa, Otto.
Lisa.
I would throw in Mayu in certain instances. I don't know about those high notes though.
Yeah. Because I would assume they would want to sing the old songs too. So Tatiana
from Ginger would be a fucking hell of a vocalist to join them.
That would be insane.
That's a good one.
That would be insane.
That's a good one.
But you're not Japanese.
Not Japanese though. Okay, if we said Western or even Europe, what other vocalists outside of Japan?
What vocalists outside? Lizzie Hale?
That's a good one. Actually, that's a really good one. Lizzie Hale is a really good option. SJ Nick says, Mayu, bruh.
Bruh.
No, I do not think Mayu could cover the shoes of Chester Bennington, but you got to remember, Mike Shinoda says he doesn't want somebody that sounds like Chester Bennington, and I don't think they're going to play the old songs, to be honest.
Yeah, I can see that happening too.
Courtney from Spirit Box, I don't know about that one. Maybe.
That would be very interesting. Super interesting. I like her voice. I like Courtney.
I just realized her chat's not here on the screen. What the hell?
It's all right.
I wonder what's going on with that.
You guys aren't on YouTube chat, sorry.
Like what's going on here? Oh, there it is. There's the chat.
Oh my God. From the worst part too.
I was like, what's going on today? Well. But
they should just get an AI vocalist. I mean, they could get any old guy and
get
just throw
AI vocalist?
No. Get an actual vocalist, but just throw a Chester Bennington vocal filter on there.
Again,
everybody's doing it.
He doesn't want to do that though. Mike has said he does not want to do that. He doesn't want to do any projectors of Chester or anything like that. He doesn't want that. So
makes sense.
And I'm assuming he has like a pretty big say in this band. Is he like the leader of Linkin Park? I think he always has been, kind of in a way, right? Mm-hmm. So
that's sad. Nobody knows the names of the other members. Their guitarist is pretty cool. He's a cool dude.
Guitarist is pretty good too.
Yeah. I just don't know his name.
He needs some
I don't fucking know his name.
I know. We're doing 3 Linkin Park covers, and the guitar playing in it was pretty interesting. I was like, okay, these are different. It's so funny in new metal riffs. Like, now that I've learned so many new metal songs, they're starting to be very similar. But not all of them. The good ones, they're really different. And believe it or not, Korn being one of them. Very strange riffs, you know. But then there's some that are very like the one-hit wonder new metal bands. I'm like, they're kind of all the same. But very weird ways to play riffs.
Interesting, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously they gotta have something similar to be kind of grouped into the same genre, right? They gotta have similar things.
SJ Nix brings up a really good singer. I think a singer that would be a pretty good fit, which would be Brittany Slays. I think that's like a good option also.
Or Lauren Babick from
Who's
Red Handed Denial.
But so yeah, I think out of the Japanese singers, if it were to be one, because the reason why I bring up the Japanese female vocalist specifically is because the artists over there have been blowing up more so because of the internet, and him being from over there, them touring there, him mentioning having a female vocalist. And I think that's kind of a trend that's starting to happen where there's a lot more female vocalists for heavy metal bands. And I mean, Japan has some of the best in that category. So, and maybe it's because they're highlighting a lot more of them over there. So that's why we're more aware of it. Because like we said, there's only like, you know, a handful maybe in the US or in Europe that we can really think about. You know, we have, of course, you have like the really big ones, of course, that we're mentioning right now in the chat. Also, we have singer from Nightwish, Flor Hansen.
Oh, yeah.
She's a really fucking phenomenal vocalist also. I guess maybe they're just not as highlighted as much as the female Japanese vocalists, and probably because we're in a bubble when it comes to that kind of thing.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I think they're definitely cooking something for sure. Sure. Because recently there was a whole slew of YouTube videos of musicians collabing with Mike Shinoda for some kind of project he's doing, so...
For sure.
Yeah.
I think if they do keep the Linkin Park name, which obviously they are, I don't even know why I'm saying that. They are keeping the Linkin Park name. At least Mike is in it, you know, and he has a strong voice in that band, and his voice is very recognizable. I just don't know how his voice will sound, you know, contrasting between another vocalist other than Chester. That's the part I'm wondering, because Mike has a unique rapping voice, just like with 311, for example. They had a same kind of dynamic that Linkin Park did. You have a really good fucking singer, you have a really good rapper, but they could harmonize really well together. You know, their harmonies are some of the best. 311 has some of the best fucking harmonies I've ever heard. Ever, period. I don't care what you say. Like 311 is like, they're a very underrated band, and they have some phenomenal songs between the contrasts of those two. And same thing with Linkin Park. With Chester and Mike, the way that they could harmonize was really fucking unique, because when they would harmonize, their harmonies themselves were unique. You couldn't really replicate it. Yeah, you could do the harmony, but it's like together as a tonal source, it was just phenomenal, the way that they harmonize. And I think 311 is another band that I consider along those realms. That's really unique when they harmonize. Nobody sounds like them. You can have two other people harmonize, but they just don't do, it just doesn't sound the same. So, SJ says this would require coming out of a long retirement, but might go from Dazzle Vision, great range, and a fantastic mix of clean and growls.
Okay.
Yukina from Hanabi, I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
It would be interesting.
Very interesting.
It would be interesting. But,
buddy.
Guys, did you go follow us on Twitch yet? You guys ready to do some music reactions? We're going to be heading over there right now. If you're watching this at a later time, make sure you follow us on Twitch so you can be part of these live discussions with us, even though the chat wasn't shown for half the video. But go follow us on Twitch. We talk about music things and do reactions.
And comment, who do you think will be Linkin Park's new vocalist?
Yeah, who do you think will be the new vocalist? Curious to hear your thoughts. But all right, we're going to go back over to Twitch. See you later in the future, YouTube. Guys, go follow us on Twitch. Here's the link, and the link to do requests is right at the top. We're gonna head over there right now.
We're gonna talk about baby metal over there.
We're gonna talk about baby metal over there because METALVERSE and baby metal. No, we're gonna talk about baby metal too.
Cool.
Because we got the Momo banger lingering around the internet webs. But anyways, so follow us on Twitch, guys. We'll be over there. Okay. See you.